Time now for this hour's car review. Don Armstrong had a chance to drive the 2024 Ford F-150.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is a truck that is a desert racer and street guys, the Raptor R 4x4 Super Crew. Now, it's classified as a regular pickup truck, not full size, but it's got a wider body, and it's got Raptor styling, front and rear. You can tell this is a lot different than a standard F-150. Seats 5 was revised in 2023. Exterior features Raptor-specific wide body panels, grille, skid plate up front. Wheel well extensions add to the great-looking style that the vehicle exudes. Dual exhaust, under-bed spare tire. You don't see too many of those anymore. Graphics, you can either have them put on there or not. What I liked about it, the stance. Those great big huge tires on the smaller wheels. I love that look. That's not outside of the wheel wells. Even like the raised hood treatment on this. I usually don't like these sort of things. It's huge. It's like driving a house. I mean, it takes up the entire lane on the freeway.
Use all of it. Eh?
Yeah, it uses every inch. Interior highlights: Raptor-specific seats with Raptor badging embroidered on there. Great dash layout and 2 screens, both for the driver and for the infotainment system. Huge center console that converts to a desktop, which is really a cool thing. And you'll have to go to a Ford dealer and see how that works. It's kind of hard to describe, but imagine that you got your center console and the lid on it as the armrest. Then take it from the back, fold it open, and it folds into this great big writing pad, if you want to call it that.
Desk.
Pretty much. Huge center console, again, converts to the desktop. Lots of cubbies and storage areas throughout the cabin. What I liked about it, easy to use infotainment system, very intuitive. I think you'll like it. Blue Cruise self-driving was pointed out to me by the guy that delivered the truck for me to test drive, and I'll tell you, it is really cool. The changes that they've made to the Blue Cruise and on the Ford lineup, man, that thing works great. And I'm not really into all of that sort of stuff. I like driving.
Right,
actually,
hands-on, yeah.
Yeah, but, at 4 o'clock in the morning driving to work, you hit the Blue Cruise on it, man, the tollway is yours, and it maintains the lane without rocking between the stripes. It's good. So here's the motivation behind the truck. A 5.2-liter supercharged V8. Basically what this is the Ford Mustang GT500 engine that they've transplanted into it. 720 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. Gone is the V6 Raptor, glad to say. It just doesn't hold up to the image of the Raptor.
Yeah.
Transmission, 10-speed automatic. Tow rating 8,700 pounds, haul rating 1,400. 10 miles per gallon in the city and 15 on the highway for a combined of 12. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Open up that wallet at the gas pump. I got 12.4 miles per gallon over 317.9 miles. What I liked about it? Herculean power.
Oh, man.
What could use improvement? Mileage. But you know what? It is so much fun to drive. With all that power right there at your right foot, you go, do I mash it just a little bit harder? I made the mistake. Kind of a mistake. I think
be a faux pas.
In the bowels of my mind, it wasn't a mistake, but it's another story for another day. I let it downshift into second gear and broke the back tires loose. Golly.
We'll have to edit that.
Ride and handling. Beadlock capable wheels, 37-inch tires. Wow. Rear springs, long travel, special shocks, smooths out all the sinkholes on the freeway. But I didn't take it off-road, and I didn't do any jumps with it or anything crazy. But I can only imagine that's what it's built for. It does that sort of thing. Super Crew 4-door wheelbase limits its rock climbing and crawling capability. You'll center stack it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right, high ride it right in the middle. Yep. You don't want to do that. But it does have a very long wheelbase. Base trim price, $77,980. Price is tested, sitting still. Mm-hmm. 113. 640.
It's the same mileage you got. You got that in the same mileage. 113.
Yeah, pretty much.
13
Yeah,
to 13, yeah.
yeah. 113, 640. Base model price, nobody cares. Competitors to this vehicle, well, there aren't really any. Ram 1500 TRX that they don't make anymore had 702 horsepower. They've got this new 6-cylinder that they're bragging about. GMC Sierra AT4X. 6.2-liter V8 420 horsepower, $81,000. Now, this kind of sits out there by itself, and I got lots of thumbs up. So if you like thumbs up and the car you're driving, get that.
Well, I rode with you in it for a short period of time. It's a nice truck.
It's a beast. Yeah, it's a very nice truck,
yep.
And it's also a beast. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address, info@inwheeltime.com. Time now to open up your coin purse. The top 10 states where the highest gasoline taxes reside.
You betcha. So the top 10 in this country, number 10 is Oregon. Tax rate in Oregon is 40 cents per gallon.
Holy cow.
Yep, Oregon is one of the most expensive states when it comes to the cost of gas due to its high gas tax. But you may want to review your tax bill if you live in the state, because a gallon of gas is taxed, but Oregon is only one of 5 states that does not have a sales tax, so that's part of it as well. So you could help save yourself some money. Number 9 in this outfit is North Carolina, which is 40.65 cents per gallon. If you want to fill up before you go to North Carolina to save yourself some money, that's a good idea. States like Tennessee and South Carolina have lower taxes than North Carolina, while Virginia is at 39.1 cents per gallon, which makes it just barely out of the top 10. So number 8 is New Jersey, 42.35 cents per gallon. New Jersey is a unique law with making a gallon of gas more expensive than other states, and here's why. In addition to the high tax rate, the Garden State is also the only state in the U.S. where you can't pump your own gas. They're all complete full-service stations, so you just can't whip up in there, throw $5 in and leave. You got to wait in line and get everybody to, come on out and do all that. Number 7 is Maryland. 47.19 cents per gallon. Maryland's gas tax fluctuates based on the inflation rate due to the laws passed by the state legislature. Go figure. So while the current tax rate may be high, it actually went down slightly in July compared to the sales tax rate of the previous year. Number 6, Michigan, homegrown state, 48 cents per gallon. Despite Michigan's gas tax rate, the state's cost for a gallon of gas is actually close to being in line with the national average. The national average for a gallon of gas is around $3.20, while a gallon of gas in Michigan is around $3.25. That's according to AAA. Now, a lot of these things, this story actually comes to us from Jenny Cohen, part of that organization.
Jenny.
Indiana is number 5. Tax rate there is 51.7 cents per gallon. Indiana may be known for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where cars drive fast, but you might be slowing down when you factor in the taxes on a gallon of gas in that state. But the good news is the cost of gas in Indiana is less than the national average, with drivers paying around $3 per gallon in the Hoosier State. Washington is number 4 on this list, and it's 52.82 cents per gallon. Washington's tax rate is one of the reasons why it's so expensive to fill up your tank if you live in the Pacific Northwest. So you got Oregon number 10, Washington's 4. A gallon of gas average price is around $4. It makes only one of 2 states above it when an average gallon of gas is that high. This makes Washington the second most expensive state for a gallon of gas, according, again, to AAA. Number 3 is Pennsylvania. I heard a lot about Pennsylvania the past few weeks. 58.7 cents per gallon. Pennsylvania is a big state, so it could be difficult to fill up your tank before crossing over almost, 60 cents in gases or taxes for the gas. So it's going to be a long drive accordingly. You may also have to pay additional money in the state's Pennsylvania Turnpike, which also includes parts of several major interstate roads. So you're getting double whack there. Illinois is number 2. 66.5 cents per gallon. Stock up your wallet with a lot of money, because Illinois can be expensive when the state taxes on your gas. It also goes to the road taxes as well. The state has the second highest tax for gas in the country, and you may want to be cautious if you take a road trip that goes through Illinois. It also has one of the highest state sales tax of the country, so you're getting double whammy there. Number one, drum roll, Don, is California. 68.1 cents per gallon in tax. California's tax rate contributes to the highest gas cost in the state, making it the most expensive state to a gallon of gas. The average price for a gallon of gas in California is $4.60, which is one of two states in the U.S. Washington is the other one, which have the highest. And this is all according to the AAA folks.
Gee whiz. Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars, 2525. No.
What?
20 in the year 2525. That's what I was thinking.
I got you.
Yeah. He's
Buick Encore.
Oh, man.
another
All right.
place and another time.
I need everybody to go grab some refreshments because this is going to be good.
It's going to be good. Yes,
is
the
gonna be
2025 Buick.
You got 2 minutes
Encore
to do it.
GX
Oh, boy.
Sport Touring all-wheel drive. Comes in 3 packages. You can get the Preferred, the Sport Touring, or the Avenir, which we had the Sport Touring. Now, this is a subcompact SUV. Buick calls it a small. First introduced in 2020, had a big update in 2024. So here we are trimming, tweaking things a little bit. Has 5 passengers. Outside, we got some nice black trim pieces and LED external lighting, which is the headlights, taillights, the intelligent high beam headlights, daytime running lights, roof racks with side rails, the adjustable height lift gate, and panoramic moonroof. Have you noticed that you get a panoramic moonroof, but the smaller the car is, the less size you get? So we also had the optional black 19-inch aluminum wheels. Now, one thing I wanted to note on this thing is it's pointed out on the Monroney that for the tire pressure system, there's no tire monitoring on the spare tire. The other Buick I have doesn't point that out. For some reason, that's
what
different.
you got a tar gauge for, Mike.
RBS. So with them small cars. Inside, we had the synthetic leather seating, 60/40 fold flat rear seat. Not a third row, thank goodness. Diagonal 11-inch touchscreen, which worked really good. You're going to find all your convenience controls there. Apple, Android. Does not have the heated and ventilated front seats on it. And you're going to find out here in a little bit how that helps out. 8-inch driver screen where you're going to find all your driver information that you're going to need, USB outlets front and rear. And it had the Buick quiet tuning with active noise cancellation, and that really works, I'm going to tell you. Because the one I'm driving now is a lot noisier. Now, this had the 1.3 turbo 3-cylinder engine in it. It comes standard with a 1.2, but this had the 1.3. 155 horsepower, 174 pound-feet of torque, 9-speed automatic. This thing will tow 1,000 pounds. Not a whole lot, but that's enough to get your jet ski, maybe a little small camper, a little trailer to go to Lowe's or Home Depot. EPA says you should look for 26 in the city. Highway should be 28 and combined 27 miles to the gallon. Now, I drove 233 miles, and I got 24.8 across that time. I was well pleased with what I got out of that, with the way I was driving it. Ride and handling.
Because he had it nailed the entire time.
It's a Buick.
Yes. It's got some easy steering. I mean, all this stuff has gone to electronic, and I understand that, but it's easy the way they've got it set up. So city driving was really easy. You could kind of whip it around a little bit.
What did Becky think?
She didn't mind the way I was driving it.
I didn't ask you that question.
No, she liked it. You know, it's not quite as big enough for her. She wants something a little bit bigger. She thinks she needs something a little bit bigger, but it works great because it zips around town. You get out on the highway. It'll run highway speeds real easy. The only problem I had with it, out on the highway at highway speeds, if you decided you needed to make a high-speed maneuver, like pass somebody, that 9-speed automatic, you could tell that's the only time I really noticed it had a 9-speed. Yeah, it took a little bit more for it to find where it was going. Around town, that was not a problem. Now, here's the thing I really liked about this thing. Base model price on the Buick
Encore?
Yeah, Encore. I was looking for the GX, and it's really not the GX I'm talking about. The base Encore is really what I'm talking about, $26,000.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'll put you in this car. Now, the base trim price, which is the GX model, then you're looking at $28,800, and the GX Sport Touring all-wheel drive push it up to $33,380 as tested. Now, if you're looking for something else that's kind of in that category, you look across at the Mazda CX-30 starts at $24,995. The Trailblazer at $23,000, and the Crosstrek from Subaru at $27,000. So it's something you definitely need to look at if you're looking at that small SUV CUV package.
I want to tell everybody.